fit it in your group? Later.
Not now.
We agreed.
I didn't. She didn't.
We agreed.
I don't remember. I'll start.
I'll start.
I dance.
I dance with
I
Callie.
said that.
She's not how I imagined.
Neither are you.
You look like her.
So do you. Start again.
I dance with Callie.
Not that.
What?
Start at the end.
Change my form.
Change her form.
Change her form. In the darkest dream, being born.
It's her story.
Her story?
Her story.
What's her story?
You don't know her story.
I'll make it up.
Then it'll be your story.
It doesn't matter.
It does to her.
Haven't I seen her someplace before? In another life or different dream? Maybe parallel worlds in a brochure.
No, I've never seen her before.
Not her fault.
I don't blame her.
She still blames us.
For what?
Her failures. It all started when the fox left home.
His father threw him out of the house.
The fox had a fight with his father, but his dad, being bigger and cleverer, outfoxed him. So Junior Fox left home to teach his father a lesson.
But it didn't work.
Yes, it did. He packed his bags and left.
His father didn't learn anything.
His father learned how much he loved his son.
And the son?
Never experienced his father's love.
It's not too late.
Should bird in the tree watching over me, rocking to sleep below. What do you know of the pain in my head? And what can you say about all that I dread? I listen without understanding.
The rest is bliss. What do you want?
Happiness.
If you want happiness, that means you aren't happy now.
The rest is bliss.
Without understanding.
She doesn't need to understand.
Her story should make sense.
It should be true.
It should be funny.
It should be weird.
It should be haunting.
This should be. The should bird shoots upon her nest.
I should fly high, but then who am I? I should eat like a bird and not be heard. I should take a rest and not be a pest. Oh my goodness, by this time I should be dressed.
Her fledglings chirp. You shouldn't say you should. You should trust that we would. After all, we learn from you, and the should birds through and through. We know all that we should do.
One day, she soared higher than the highest cloud, forgetting to ask, am I allowed?
She sang and fanned her feathers.
Danced with partners she hardly knew.
Coloured the sky with spinning rainbows.
Rocking and rolling across the moon.
In the midst of delight she rolled.
Hey, I'm flying without a shoot. I never ever thought I could. There must be a mistake. I no longer feel like me.
As a shoot bird, you're a fake.
Then who else could I be?
Let's start over, without rules.
It's too late.
Let's do it anyway.
How do we start over?
Tell the truth.
The pussy cat liked birds.
And chocolates. Don't forget the chocolates.
She loved chocolate.
Chocolate just melted in her mouth.
One day, she fell in love.
She ran away with a crazy gangster, nutter.
She had many lovers.
But she rejected them all.
Not all. The special ones rejected her. Your mother sits on a limb outside your window. A bird of prey, a hen, nesting. She taps at the pane. She wants to come in. On the edge of sleep and hear her call in your dream of Demeter searching the earth for the daughter of light she lost at birth. While against her will, Persephone rides the night, wondering why a shadow on the moon waits for you to awake.
And waits and waits.
Unbearable waiting.
She rides the night, wondering why.
Wondering why you were running away.
Running away from what?
Fear.
The fox is chasing her through the woods.
She hid behind an old tree, running away as fast as she could. She hid behind a tree to catch her breath and waited calmly for her death.
The fox ran past her to chase some beautiful butterflies
Stupid butterflies.
and beautiful snow-white doves.
The fox had many lovers.
He wanted variety. He was tired of foxes. They all looked alike, said the same thing over and over again. He wanted something different, something exotic, something he had never seen before, something more than fox.
A pool reflects the fox, with shimmering fur, a lusty silver. He appears wise, beyond his years.
Can't fool me, he reasons. No fox could recognize himself and still be a fox. You must be someone else.
He wanted freedom.
He wanted love.
Always wanting, always seeking something new.
In all the wrong places.
The wrong places were always right for him.
He wanted to be more than someone else.
He didn't know what he wanted.
He wanted himself.
He didn't want her.
He never said that.
He didn't want her.
He didn't want someone telling him what he wanted.
Her.
Whose story is this?
It's her story.
Hey, stop
But
interrupting.
that's part of her story. Every story is interrupted. Every story is an interruption.
The fox's search was interrupted
Constant.
by other people, other things.
His fears.
Her feelings, her wisdom.
His lustings.
He was a wanderer.
Tell the truth.
He loved to wander.
Tell the truth.
He liked to dig foxholes.
To bury all the hearts he broke.
He never broke her heart.
Oh, he did.
When?
When he was a vulture.
One bright morning, after the storm, she was looking for worms when he caught her eye. Rain!
Sigh.
Spreading his wings, fanning his tail like a rainbow sailing across the sky.
Such power, such beauty.
Rain!
You sound like a star on his seashell guitar.
Oh, kind dove, sweet nightingale. You've a heart of gold, and I'm lonely and pale, hungry and cold. So please, won't you say you love me too? Or I'll die tonight without you. I won't last the night without you.
I was afraid of her words. She cried, yes, yes, I'll give you all my love. And she opened her wings wide, and he flew inside to tell his dismal tale.
His mother left him starving in the nest. His brothers turned him into a slave, then chained him to a rock in a wildcat's cave. His sisters plucked his feathers for their hats and arrested him for drunk flying with some bats. His first wife flew away with a hip blue jay, taking their baby chicks and all that he had. But none of this made him mad, now that he'd found her.
Oh, she kissed, soothed, and caressed each limb. She didn't want to lose him, so she vowed to love him as she had never been. She too had raw nerves and a bleeding heart.
So understood and took his part
She mended his wings
as he boiled her
in
eyes.
saucy flings and colourful lies.
Her food was all junk,
But she fed him the best.
her ears, nose and throat.
Skewered, stuffed, and well-dressed.
He chopped up her tongues a tasty hors
And
d'oeuvre.
drank her breast dry.
When she had the last word, he thought she was nuts. He cracked open her head with reasons and needs and all his great deeds.
I'm having a feast.
And I'm in bed.
You love me to pieces.
Fun and well read.
He devoured her heart, leaving barely one beat.
The spark a faint voice that at noon would repeat, "You're dying, you're
I
dying.
can sense it inside.
I've loved you to death and you've always complied."
You're lying. You're lying. You don't understand. You love me. You need me if I set you free.
You'll take your own life.
Then where would you be?
Here.
Where's the fox now?
The fox is trying to mend broken wings now.
But he's still a vulture.
He's not a vulture. He's trying to rescue beautiful creatures in distress, but they all keep turning into monsters.
Not all.
They don't appreciate his help.
Does he try loving them?
He doesn't know how.
Everyone knows how to love.
She listens without understanding.
The rest is bliss.
Parting branches. Parting branches. The fox looked through the bush. He saw a pussycat.
Spectacles perched on her pink and spotted nose.
Languidly eating chocolates.
And reading philosophy, east and west.
Ah, said the fox. This is my chance to induce abstract pussycat from particular pussycat. He paraded to the encounter to seduce his induction. Hello, pussycat.
Hello, fox.
I am really a pussycat like you, in fox's clothing.
And I am really a fox in pussycat smile.
Tell me, pussycat, where does east meet west?
At every point on the circle.
What is time?
Ah, that which hath no beginning and no end. Why do you ask me these questions?
Why do you give me these answers?
So that I may love you.
But what is love, pussycat?
A dialogue, you fox.
They embraced,
And each became
more pussycat
and more fox
than before. But soon his fox nature doubted, and once again he questioned, why do you smile, pussycat?
Because I am content.
Why are you content?
Holding their answers in silence, the fox finally had pussycat by his consent.
They parted,
Try to be friends.
and parted again.
The pussycat went to lots of parties.
She met more foxes, some wolves,
Dogs, frogs,
mice, chameleons.
and a few rats.
She was busy.
She kept very busy.
The fox had more lovers.
The pussycat ate more chocolates.
She got fat.
She lost weight.
She got fat again.
She thought of ways to kill him.
You need to be behind bars. A wild animal in the zoo, wrapped in a straitjacket, chained to a wall.
That's the least you should do to keep me from killing you. You with your spontaneous smile, spontaneous eloquence and self-satisfied whatever. Nothing about you makes sense, nor your shoes or your bow tie. Don't you dare be sweet and kind and smile as if you don't mind.
Daily rage, hypersensitivity,
Stay away from my
and a
cage.
diet of eccentricity.
Don't toss me a phone. I'd rather die free than be with you alone.
There was no freedom,
No dialogue.
no
There
love,
was only venom.
only venom.
She hisses and never misses the mark with her razor-sharp tongue, long, wide and forked.
Foul mouth, they say, no more sensuous than a simple mare, a domestic slave who does as she's told,
But she was bold,
making waves,
as generous as the sea,
surrounding earth,
stretching time,
shedding skin.
making history. There was no way the pussycat could ever change Fox's concept of her.
What was his concept?
I don't know.
If she knew, she might have changed herself.
He just didn't love her.
What is love, pussycat?
A dialogue, you fox.
The fox wandered, but kept returning to have another look at pussycat.
The pussycat read more philosophy.
Ate more chocolates.
And licked her boots.
A black cat crossing your path leads you through the dark.
She looks back as you hide behind a tree, licking her wounds
Silent and deep.
and letting them be.
A black cat.
Someone's concept had to change.
The sleeping fox wakes for the start, ready to swear he heard the cat bark. He asks her to speak.
But she's silent as snow.
He thinks it a dream.
Till she caws like a crow.
He opens one eye to keep her in view.
She howls like a wolf and dances like them too. Then she hoots like an owl and claps like a hen.
He's sure he's gone mad.
Till she barks once again.
That's not what she seems. She needs to be tamed. She's free as the birds and stealing their words.
Cat slowly yawns, her mouth opens wide.
The fox feels he's called to fix her inside.
Why does he have to fix her inside?
To have her by his consent.
But she just wants to be loved for who she is.
It's a fantasy. She doesn't know who she is.
What are you talking about?
She wants her fantasy to be loved, not herself as she really is.
What are you hiding?
I speak to you in a tongue I never heard, a song I never sang, in a time before you were born, being utterly me and you and I, in each other, now and before, forever.
The pussycat was discouraged but not defeated. She dusted herself off, watched, and waited.
In a castle, in a wood, you wonder why love passed you by.
Were you busy?
Were you young,
Were you sleeping?
having fun,
We look for reasons.
but find none?
Eventually, the pussycat found her prince.
But he turned into a frog when she kissed him. Ribbit.
He sat upon a rock, a pimple on his nose.
The frog was tall and dark.
His tongue hung to his toes.
Ribbit.
His hair was greased and thin, his teeth a crooked yellow.
Ribbit.
He couldn't dance or swim.
But he ate his flies in jello.
The prince
Frog's closest friend.
stood handsome in the crowd.
He smiled and seemed to lend his beauty as he bowed.
With lips a luscious red and skin an earthy tan.
His presence simply fed girls' fantasies of man.
The prince
Ribbit.
was like the frog shunned by pussycat.
Though clever, wise and fun, he always told the truth in story, song and pun.
But the frog would only speak
Ribbit.
when the prince was standing near.
He feared his voice would squeak.
Ribbit!
If the prince should disappear.
The prince was loved by pussycat.
Enamored of his pose.
She hoped that he'd be free when the frog he ate or dozed.
But the prince would only dance.
When the frog was standing near, he feared he'd lose his stance.
If the prince should disappear.
So we're now completely confused and forgetting the end
So
of
the
time.
frog sang and joked.
While the prince he strut and grinned.
Although most hearts they broke,
They felt it was no sin.
they held the crowd in thrall.
And kept themselves in balance.
Together they loved pussycat.
Alone.
They lost their talent. Ribbit.
So the pussycat fell in love with them both.
A losing battle.
Why?
The frog rejected her, and the prince fell in love with someone else.
Who?
A chameleon.
No. A chameleon. Out of the chrysalis she flew.
A light mosaic on a field of blue. Scarlet trim laced with gold. Weaving magic, dancing bold.
She saw him alight like a starry shower of radiant wings, stained glass. On a flower,
They joined in flight.
made love in a bower.
But being so bright, they competed for power.
Chameleon played wife in sweetness and light. She liked to be bossed. Held his hand when he lost his job, a game of cards, the keys to the house. Oh, she was so magnanimous. She accepted his lies and tried to disguise a no with a maybe, anger with guile, with let's wait a while. She showed she really cared. She had a nose fixed. Bought him expensive gifts.
But life was unfair. She earned more than
So she took a cut in salary to even their share.
a chameleon with her.
Oh, she turned green, blue, and red to hide from her fear and remain unaware that she hated the art of playing a part without being seen.
He thought she'd agreed to all that he'd said, the loss of romance and pleasure in bed. She stood by his side and laughed at his jokes when he'd deride his boss or her folks. She'd save him a seat, wait to be kissed, keep the house neat, find him hard to resist. But he'd never repeat the guilt in his head, so he smiled in the seat and cajoled her instead.
Chameleon indeed, she hid her despair
He remained unaware that she hated his lead.
and feared his great need to act like a man.
What are you upset about?
What do you want?
He clipped her wings, she lowered her eyes.
She sharpened her sting to cut him to size.
His wounds ignored, he acted with
Her
malice.
pride destroyed, she grew more callous.
Shrouded in shame.
Each buried their pain
Under layers of
in a
lies.
knowing game.
Yet another dismal tale of love gone wrong.
After all this,
The fox and the pussycat
totally incompatible.
finally fall in love.
Crowds of admirers, leaders and followers demand to know the secret in keeping love sustainable.
It's very simple, you see.
We just love each
And
other.
let each other be in love.
Unconditionally.
But how do you do that? What's your methodology?
We follow our nature.
Separately and together.
Do you ever fight?
No.
No one needs to be right.
Are your children fox or pussycat?
No rules. Red splashes black.
Fight back.
Develops all colour from her face.
Leaves no trace of fear or pain.
Leaves no trace of shame.
Pure blood.
Leaves no
No
grace.
beauty, joy.
No love. No rules.
The claw and the open hand.
Take a stand in divine opposition.
The claw holds love fast.
In the same position, the open hand lets love slip through her fingers.
The claw scrapes the sky, waits for a reply.
The open hand cries.
The claw asks why.
Weeds will grow anywhere, break through a stone wall.
Smother healthy plants, drying to be tall.
You pull them out by their roots,
But they feed on your force.
they leave no recourse.
Let them be.
Let them be.
You are something more serene.
Something to say, just
What you need.
something to show.
Anger and envy.
Feelings change.
But love is unchanging.
Love is a feeling.
Love transcends feelings.
Push bar to open.
Push you to forget.
Push you to
The
remember
ruins at your feet.
when all we do
Is repeats.
repeats, repeats. Where are you?
I remember your face. Where are you?
I embrace all that you are.
Come home.
Come home.
And the fox and the pussycat came home.
And they each became more pussycat, more fox than before.
They came home.
And they climbed the last rung of the ladder of love.
From the real to the surreal.
From lust to wisdom.
Each moment in the moment.
Each moment in the moment.
Take every step. as though you're lost.
Face raging seas of distant past,
Face oceans, rivers,
ebbs to flows,
mountains, deserts.
highs and lows.
Hear the silence.
Call your name.
Throw the dice. In a life-death game.